welcome to Pilates Leisure at Home with me, Gail. Going to be doing fitness Pilates for half an hour, so hope you're all well and you're going to join me for half an hour class here. All you need is maybe a little drink. If you need one, take a drink as and when you please, and a mat. Work within your means, and if something feels too difficult, then just make it easier or have rest. But mainly you want to be working through the core, drawing in the belly button tight, and just breathing in through the nose if you can, and breathing out through the mouth. So this is lovely Friday, and we have Ollie joining us today again. So we're just going to work through with some calming music. So if you just want to take a standing position, focus on drawing in the belly button tight, shoulders, sink the shoulders down, and just nice 3 big deep breaths in through the nose, and try and sink the shoulders down on your out breath. Lifting the shoulders up now as you breathe in, getting that squeeze up towards the ears, and breathing out and squeezing the shoulders down. Again, breathing in, lifting up, and breathing out, pushing down. And then we want to rotate the shoulders, breathing in forward, breathing out, pushing back in a roll, so you're creating a big circle. And then you want to bring the shoulders back, and then bring the arms forward, breathing in, back, breathing out, forward. Just going to be lifting the arms to the front, so we're going to go with the 2 arms. And again, you don't want to have the arch on the back, you just want that sort of gentle tilt forward, just kind of neutral spine. Take a deep breath in, lengthen the arms up in line with the ears, big, tall, lift, and breathing out, bringing the arms down. Big deep breath in, and breathing out. And again, breathing in, and breathing out. And if you want to come up on the toes on the next one, so we breathe in, we lift up onto the toes, we stretch nice and high, and we breathe out and we bring it back down. We breathe in, we bring the arms up in line with the ears, big tall lift, and breathing out. And don't allow the feet to twist out, try and keep all the toes on the ground. And breathing out and coming down. And then we want to bring the feet together. We want to focus on slightly rotating the sort of quads out the way, so you have a slight glute squeeze. And then on your in breath, we're just going to lift the arms up, sit back, and squeeze those legs together, lengthen the spine, head in line with the spine, tummy in tight, and breathing out and coming back up. And then again, one more time, breathing in, lifting, squeeze those inner thighs together, and breathing out. So we just want to do a tiny bit of balance work. So we're going to lift one knee to the front and the arms coming up in front of the body. So big deep breath in and lift. And hold and breathe naturally. And then on your next out breath, squeeze the knee out, squeeze the arms down, keep the hips squared off to the front. Big stretch, breathing naturally. Bring it back up on your in breath, and out breath, take that leg and arms down. So breathing in, lifting up to the front. Breathing out, squeezing. Breathe in, lift. And take the leg and arms down on your out breath. Changing side, lifting up. Just focus on the balance first. Breathe in naturally, lift the ribs. Breathe nice and slow, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Next out breath, squeeze. Hold. And then bring the arms up on your in breath and the knee forward. Out breath, taking it down. Big deep breath in, bring those arms up to the front, bring that knee up. Lift, squeeze. in breath up and out breath down. Lovely. So we're going to just take it now to the knee lift to the front. Give yourself space to reach out with the leg to the back. So we want to bring the arms and the knee up again on your in breath. And this time we want to take the leg and the arms back. So we're taking the leg back, turning the foot down and fingers reaching back. You can have a bent leg if it's easier. Head in line with your spine, keep looking at the same point, breathe naturally. Tummy up tight, stretch those fingers back, turn that foot down. Hold it. And nice and slowly bring that leg down. I'm going to change that to the other side. So we want to just lift up nice and tall, arms to use, and then breathing out, taking that leg back. You can have your bent leg, fingers back, toe turned down, hold. Focus on looking at the same little point. If you want to straighten up that leg, you can straighten up that leg. Try and breathe naturally. Try and hold the stomach up. Hold that position. And nice and slowly bring it back down, nice and slow. So we want to just walk out into plank position. So we want to be taking your chin down, drawing the belly button in. And we're going to just roll down to the floor. So just let the hands hang forward, chin forward. On out breath, let yourself drop down. Draw the belly button up. Let your head hang. And then we want to walk out into the plank. So you can have bent legs here. And we want to draw that belly button up extra tight. Focus on the fingers spread. Push the heels back. Head forward. Tummy up. If it's too difficult, option knees to floor with the hips down. And keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And hold tight on that tummy up. Nice and slowly bring your knees down, sit back, take it into a little active child pose. So we're going to creep those little fingertips forward, head on the mat. And push down, lift the elbows off the mat. Breathe. And from there we're going to come up onto fours. So we want the knees underneath your hips and the hands directly underneath the shoulders. Just a couple of cat dog stretch. So take a deep breath in, breathe out, arch the spine. So you want to get a little bit of mobility into the spine, head tucked under. And in breath, allowing the tummy to drop down and the bottom to tilt up. Head can tilt back if it's pain-free, facing forward if there's any tension creating pain. Breathing out, drawing up, pushing up, and breathing in, allowing that tummy to take direction towards the floor, and coming back to neutral spine, which is halfway. So we want to just extend opposite arm and leg. So lift up, take the hands, shoulder high, take the toe, hip high, get that long stretch, tummy up, head just like an extension of your spine, so not tilting back. And then an out breath, bring in elbow and knee under, and in breath, extend, nice and slow, out breath, in breath, lengthen, out breath, squeeze that tummy up tight, and in breath, one more, out breath through the mouth, and in breath, stay, lengthen, tummy up, get that leg nice and active, stretch those toes, and take it down. Changing side, lift the arm and the leg up, tummy up, nice long back, breathe naturally. Next, out breath through the mouth, bring the elbow under, bring your knee, get that little crunch with the head tucked under, and in breath, lengthen. Out breath, really squeeze, get that curve into the back. In breath, stretch, flat back. Out breath, and in, and sit back. I have Ollie snoring. Extend those fingers forward, push, so get those arms to be working, stretching the fingers forward, elbows off the mat. Feel the chest expand as you breathe in, and breathe out. Feel that pressure on the legs as your upper body gets heavy and pushes down. In breath and out. And from there we are going to come onto our side. I'm going to lie down, and again, if you need extra protection at any time underneath the elbow, you can add a little mat. I should have said that at the beginning, or a cushion, or double up your mat. So we're just going to lie down and rest the head. If you want the arm to be out and lying down, you can do that. So we want to take the back knee back in line with your hip. So when you look down, you can see that. And then we just want to lift this leg up and back down. So we're going to breathe out and in. Breathing out and in and out and in, and then we're just going to hold that leg up and we're going to pulse up. So we want to really feel this in your outer thigh. Just lift nice and high. Keep pulsing. And then take that leg down and extend the other leg. So the two legs are out straight, hip, toes in line with your shoulder. When you look down, you're in a straight line. And the bottom hip is tilting forward into the mat. So if you took your hand away, you would tilt forward. And we want to just flex the foot. So we want to take a deep breath in, breathe out, flex, breathe out, point, breathe in, down. So breathe out, out and in. Breathe out, out and in. And then we can lift two legs. So we're breathing out, we lift. And you want to feel this right down the outer waist and thigh. So we breathe out. So the fingers should just be gently on the mat, balancing, not pushing in. So a nice lift, all the work coming from the core, in tight, breathe out. And if you want to make this a little bit harder, you can take the hand away from your head diagonally. And as we lift the legs, we lift up and extend the fingers. Breathe in, down. We breathe out, we lift. Breathe in, down. So really get that hard effort into your stretch. Lifting the legs as high as possible. Breathing out on the lift. Still tilting forward onto that hip bone. Breathing out. And then I'm going to stay up. You can go down and up if you wish. I'm going to just do a little pulse, small little lifts and a little reach. Breathing out each time I reach. Push. Keep it going if you can. All the way down and up if not. And rest. Okay, we're going to take the hand on the top in line roughly. The further back it comes, the more effort you'll be able to push up. So if it's forward, it'll be easier. Hand on your shoulder with the other hand, and the toes along. We're going to just lift up on out breath. So we're lifting, pushing up with the shoulder and the legs, and breathing in, coming down. If you want to stay grounded with the legs, you can stay with the legs on the mat and just get that extra effort in on the out breath, and you're in. If you lift, it's harder. If you're lifting those legs off the mat, it may not get very high, but it's just another option is to just lift one leg, push up and back down. So you have 3 choices. Oh, feel it. Squeeze, push up, feel this in the waist, in your obliques and the outer thigh. Last one. And rest. Just bring your knees in, bring yourself up, and then we're just going to swivel around and do that on the other side. So we're going to just lie down with the head rested and the knee bent to begin with. So the knee is back again. Get the good posture. So the hips are forward, slightly tilting forward on that hip, and this leg is just going to breathe out and in on the down. And push. You want to lift to the point of you feel that kind of little burning into this outer thigh, and you don't want to be tilting back so that you're lifting this leg up. You want to keep your hip forward as you lift. So all the work is onto the outer area rather than tilting back, and making it easier. And then we're going to extend that bottom leg. Make sure you're in your good alignment, so correct it if need be. And then we're just going to lift on out breath, flex the foot, and out breath the other toe, and in breath down. Breathe out, out and in. Flex, point and lower. Push. Really lift as high as you can. Keep those hips focused on pushing forward with the belly button, drawing in. 2 legs, make it harder. So we're breathing out through the mouth as we lift, guys. And in through the nose. Really work it. And if you want to make it harder, arm away, arm on the top of the body, and out breath, lift. And in breath down, nice and smooth. And in breath down, and really push. Work, work, work. Yay, feeling this today. And pushing up. And if you want to stay up and pulse. Out breath as we lift. If you want to stay with down and up, stay with down and up. Squeeze it, draw that belly button in, push, 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 nice and high, keep it going, doing so good, reach, reach, and rest. Okay, we're just going to take that top hand on the mat, on the floor. The other hand is on your shoulder. So the top hand is the grounded hand. And we're just going to lift. So your options are out breath, 2 legs lifting slightly off and down. 1 leg lifting as you come up. Or just staying grounded with the legs, but we want breathing out on each lift. Breathing in on the down. And push. Now the closer the hand comes back, the more effort you have in your push up. If the hand is forward, as I said, it won't give you as much of an effort on your lift. So the further back you are, if you're lifting the legs, keep going. So you can lift 2 legs, you can lift 1 leg. Really feel this. So don't rush the lift. Pause and squeeze. and down, and again, 2 to go. Last one coming up, and rest. Bring yourself slowly back up, and now we're going to just lie down. So we want the legs extended out to the front, toes pointing. Just lift your chest here, get that nice lift, big lift, tall back. And then on in breath, take the arms up to the ceiling, draw the belly button in. And on your out breath, point your toes, start to roll back slowly, belly button in. So you're doing your roll down, bone by bone, nice and slow. The slower you go, harder it'll be. And once we reach the mat, we stretch. Big stretch. Push the small of the back into the mat on your out breath. And bring the hands up, and we want to breathe in, and we want to reach ourselves up, all the way up to the ceiling. And now fold forward on your out breath. Head coming down. And in breath, take it back up to the ceiling with that nice flat back. And out breath, draw the belly button in, take it to your roll down. Make sure the upper back is coming down nice and slow. Couple of breaths, stretching, end, toes pointing, fingers pointing. And on your out breath, as I said, squeeze that small of the back down, make an imprint in your mat. And next in breath, lift up, nice and high. And out breath, fold. And stay in your fold position. You might want to take your sit bones back one by one, pushing back, allowing yourself to bring the body a little bit lower. Take a deep breath in. And when you breathe out, try and sink down. Breathing in and breathing out. One more. And breathing out. And nice and slowly bring it back up. So we're going to take that again just into bend your legs. Take it into like a roll down with the bent legs. Take a deep breath in and breathing out, but stop halfway. So it's the same thing, but you just want to stop about halfway. If it's too difficult, just stay up higher. And if not, just hold this position with the chin up. And we're going to lift the arms up, tummy down, and then roll down nice and slow on your next out breath. Bone by bone. And take those legs up. So we want to just grab each knee in one by one. On in breath, pushing up, and out breath, swapping. So you can stay down and just grab this knee in breath on one, out breath on the other. You can have the legs higher if it's more comfortable for you, or you can push up to get the squeeze in with the head coming up towards the knee, which makes it a lot harder. So really work to lengthen this leg and squeeze and pull. Breathing in, breathing out, in and out, in and out. Squeeze that tummy down tight, in and out. Take the legs up, take the hands to temples, and breathe out, extend, breathe in, come back, breathe out. And make sure to push over the shoulder with the elbow. If it's too difficult, you can keep the leg on the floor and work from the mat. Breathe out and in. Now if you want to make this a little bit harder, bring the elbow to outside of the knee. Not so easy. Breathe out and in. Out and in. So really work to squeeze that belly button down to the mat. Out breath, and in. Out breath, and in. Out, and in. And give a little hug and rest your head. Give a little squeeze. Rock side to side. And we're just going to speed that up a little bit so the legs are up or they can be down. And we're just going to go in breath and out. In and out. And hug. I am aware of the time. Okay, grab your knees, bring yourself up, nice and slow. So we're just going to take it, hands can face outwards if that is more comfortable. I have mine slightly forward. We're just going to lift to tabletop position. So we want to have the hips pushing up. And we just want to lift. You'll have a big stretch across the chest, into the front of the shoulders. So take a deep breath in and breathe out. Push up, draw the belly button down, look down at the tummy and breathe. If it's too difficult, you can take it down slightly and push. If you want to make this harder, come up onto toes and back down. Breathe out. Breathe in. I really feel this across like my top of my shoulders because I'm always quite tight on the top of my shoulders. So it's a good one to open up. And in breath, last one. And allow that bottom to come down. Oh, feel that. Okay, so we have just a couple of seconds left, running out of time. So we're just going to take it back with the elbows on the mat and the legs out in front. Point in the toes, squeeze the legs down, active legs, squeeze the legs down into the mat, get the quads to tighten up, get the belly button drawing down, so your navel to spine, and if you can, reach forward, take the arms away off the mat and hold. And we're going to just hold this position. If you need to take the elbows back on the mat, you can do so. And then try and lift those legs up to tabletop. Try and lift those legs and the hands up to pointy toes. If you need the feet on the floor, stay with any one of your options. And you might want to bend and straighten. Breathing in and out. In, or you could just stay. Hold. Reach and roll down. Yes, just grab those knees in. I'm just going to stretch the back. So spinal twist. So the knees can be, the feet can be up to twist, or easier, feet on the floor. And we just want to drop both knees to the side. Look away from your knees, airplane arms out in line with your shoulders. Give that a little press down to increase that. If you don't feel it, bring the knees up a little bit closer to your shoulder. Keep looking away and allow yourself to sink heavy on your out breath. And from there, let the knees come up and you can drop, as I said, with your feet to the mat, whatever is comfortable for you. If you don't feel it, take those knees up. Press down, keep both shoulders on your mat. Breathe and sink. Nice big deep breath in and breathe out. And from there, we're just going to extend the toes, roll over, and just bring it to the hands, elbows directly underneath the shoulders. Toes pointed, hip width apart, draw back on the mat, squeeze the shoulders back, head forward. Keep breathing, keep that stretch. And if you want to increase that stretch, take the hands out slightly and just push up. You can have those bent elbows. And if you want to increase that further, you can bring the hands back and just push up to a position of choice. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, push them down. Big stretch. And from there, sit back into a relaxed child pose. Take the hands back alongside the feet. Couple of deep breaths in and out. Nice and slowly bring your hands forward and bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Crossing the legs. If you want a little cushion underneath your bottom, do that. And then we're just going to have the hand, big deep breath in, reaching up to the ceiling. Breathing out over now your little C. If you want to look up to the elbow, you can. You can bring the hand down, the elbow onto the mat. You don't want any one of your sit bones to lift off the floor. So keep pushing down through this side. Breathing in and breathing out. Change that. Lift up and out breath. You don't have to bring the elbow down on the mat. You can just keep pushing over with your C, but breathe. From there, we're just going to stretch forward on your out breath. Drop your head down, tummy in. Take the hands back, lift the chest. Out breath, push the hands back away from your back. Next out breath, lift the arms up, open up the chest and the shoulders, big stretch. And then take one hand, take the hand behind, lift the chest and draw yourself round on out breath. Head can stay side facing if there's any neck pain. Change elbows, change hands, hands back, lift the chest, twist on out breath, breathe. Don't hold your breath. And bring it back. And just give me a little reach forward with the fingers. Allow yourself to sink down on your out breath. Reach forward. And nice and slowly bring it up. And thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be back next week. Have a fabulous weekend, guys. Just stay well, get plenty of fresh air, enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back next Thursday for Fabulous Extreme at 8 in the morning if you're joining me then. But take care, thanks so much. Any comments, put them on and I'll get back to you at the end. But again, thank you, really appreciate you coming on and taking time to work out with me. So have a fabulous day and enjoy. Bye.